At the end of the day, I'm here to help entrepreneurs design brands that guide them to seven-figure success.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Brand Doctor live stream. Today, we're going to be talking about 3 goals to focus on when building your brand. Just want to make sure I got everything dialed in here. Yep, good.
Checked my microphone. So now you can hear me loud and clear, I'm sure. Beautiful. All right, let's get down into this, guys, shall we? So I am going to just change this up a little bit. Look at this. Yes. And I'm going to share a screen for a second in a minute. But what I wanted to share with you today is the 3 things that we need to focus in on when we are building our brands. And what does that look like? Well, first and foremost, guys, it's awareness, it's revenue, and it's efficiency. Awareness, revenue, and efficiency. And I'm going to walk you through a little exercise today that's going to help you get dialed in to each one of these so that you can build a profitable and reputable brand. So before we get into this, guys, I have a quick little message for you. All right, let's dive into this, guys, because I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so what I put together here is sort of a little, what do you call it? Sort of an example. So this is going to be sort of a case study, a make-believe case study, right? So I talked about awareness being one of our branding goals for building out our brand, right? So this is, I plugged in some fun stuff in here just to give you an example of what I'm talking about when we create awareness goals for our clients. So one awareness goal should be lead gen, hands down, right? So what we want to do is we called the goal the lead gen test drive, right? And so the goal is to obviously generate leads. Now, what's the action? How are we going to generate those leads, right? So for example, it could be a 5-day challenge. It could be a masterclass. It could be a downloadable resource. It could be a mini course. It could be 1,000 different things. But for here, the course of action is a 5-day challenge. Now, the reasoning behind creating a 5-day challenge is it gives the participant or the potential client a chance to test drive the service. And what that's going to do, it's going to ease the conversion process. So the time frame that we want to do this is short. We want to do this within 30 days, right? It shouldn't take long to do, okay? So that's awareness goal number 1. Now, what we do is we rinse and repeat that here and here, right? So we have 3 awareness goals that we're working off of at all times. So this is just placeholder here. But what we want to do is come up with the minimum of 3 awareness goals for our brand so we can test against each other. So maybe you do a 5-day challenge, maybe you do a master class, maybe you do a mini course. right? That's how we start to build out the awareness strategies when we're working with clients. Now, here's another one, right? Let's get into revenue goals. Again, you see the framework that I'm using here. I work in frameworks all the time. It's so important to have a framework to work off of because it just helps expedite the process. So what is our top 3 revenue goals? What's our goal? What's our action? What's the reason behind? And what's the time frame that we're going to get this done in? When you can plug and play with this, you're going to win. You're going to win. So we're not just going to do 1 revenue goal. We're going to do 3. So maybe it's intermediate, let's say introductory offer funnel. That would be number 1. It would maybe number 2 would be your intermediate funnel, sales funnel would be number 2. And then number 3 would be your core offer funnel, which would be your profit maximizer or where you make the most money with your brand. Maybe it's one-on-one coaching. Maybe it's group coaching. Maybe it's an annual program, whatever the case may be. But it's got to be high ticket. It's got to be high ticket. It's really got to move the needle, right? So you plug and play into this system. And that's how you grow, all right? Lastly, efficiency goals. Same thing. How are we going to efficiently scale? Is it building out a virtual team? Is it creating systems and processes inside of our business? Is it hiring a coach or a mentor to help guide us along the way? Gotta use a framework, guys, to help you get to where you want to be faster, easier, and efficiently. So those are the 3 things that I would highly recommend you pay attention to when you're building your brand is awareness goals. How are people going to find you? How are you going to generate a lead? And come up with 3 different options to test. What are your revenue goals? What product are you going to sell on the front end, in the middle, and on the back end? And it should be a sliding scale up. It should be up, right? Because that core offer on the back end should be the thing that moves the needle and where everybody is striving to get to and where you're striving to get everybody to, right? And then efficiency goals. I was just talking to a potential Brand Accelerator client just now before this call, and he's stuck in this holding pattern because he doesn't have a proper strategy to break through that glass ceiling. So we have to build out those efficiencies, those systems, those automations to help you scale and grow. Because if I can help you productize your expertise, you're going to be able to monetize a lot easier online. And that has infinite scale, so long as you do it right. So I wanted to share those with you. So keep in mind awareness, revenues, and efficiencies. And use those frameworks and come up with 3 each. And let me know how you make out. I kept this one short and sweet, guys. Have an amazing day. I'll catch you on the next one real soon. Take care.